This is my friend Sharon. My best friend Sharon. We knew each other while we were in the womb. That's how tight we are, okay? I'm gonna do her makeup today, but this is like... so we're gonna talk about how 2018 was for us, which it was a trip, and what we hope to find for ourselves, what we hope for ourselves in 2019.
Let's do it.
Alright. So, how has 2018 been for you?
It's been a ride.
Top to bottom.
Oh man.
Top to bottom.
Roller
go for
coaster,
it.
man.
What was the highlight? What was the happiest thing that happened for you in 2018?
I can't really pin it down to any single event, but I think just being able to really grow as a person with the help of also failing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge part of it. And just being able to do that with meeting really cool people, I would say, and having these real conversations.
So we both had a ride in first semester of college. How was that for you?
So definitely I think the biggest thing was realizing that I have all this newfound independence and no one to keep me accountable for anything. And so that made me, one, I think, overconfident, because I felt, okay, well, I have all this free time now that I can choose to spend however I want. Therefore, I can do whatever I want. Which did not work out so well for me because I overestimated how much I can do while also adjusting and just learning about how to adult and how to college. So that's a thing. Academically was a ride.
I feel you.
Classes weren't super hard, but I fell behind quickly because I was overcommitted in other areas. And so I was really bad about asking for help. And then it sort of became this whole escalated train wreck of, oh wow, I am doing really badly. But it was a really humbling experience because I got to realize that, oh shoot, like, professors are nice if you talk to them and email them and tell them what's going on. But in terms of everything else, it was awesome. Like, again, met so many cool people, got to do so many cool things, opportunities. Yeah. How was your first semester?
Well, I'll start off with 2018.
Okay, yes.
I think I was in a very stressful headspace going into 2018 because January, February is when music auditions start for colleges. So I'm just here freaking out because honestly I did not prepare as much as I should have. Honestly, because I was kind of on my own for the whole process. Like, this is how my mom described it. She said it's a miracle I even got into a music school because I did everything by myself. So she said that was one thing that I should really be proud of myself for because I did everything by myself. And even though I did go to pre-college and everything, we both went to the same MSM pre-college together. She's a pianist, by the way. Wow. She's a big talent. It's just, I didn't prepare as much, and my teacher, I should have talked to my teacher more about it, but I think I thought I could pass it off as something I can do by myself, but it's honestly not something you can handle on your own. You really need help. Yeah, it was just a whole process for me, and I didn't reach out and ask for help because I'm so used to doing everything by myself, even if that's a whole train wreck, you know what I mean?
This is a mood.
There's a recurring theme here, guys.
Ask for help.
Honestly.
Important.
Also, I didn't work as hard on my college apps as I should have, which is a recurring theme for me. I always never work as hard as I should on the things I have to accomplish. And that's always my downfall because I have the time and I know I'm oh, this is gonna sound so braggy, but I know I'm capable of doing it.
It's not braggy.
But it just doesn't happen for me because I'm so lazy and I'm such a procrastinator.
But the thing is, like, what is holding you back?
Failure!
That is so real.
I think that's real for, like, especially for both of us. Like, failure is just such a big, like, we cannot fail mentality here.
Right. And, like, that's really what procrastination is. Like, we don't start because we're afraid that even if we do start, like...
It's not gonna work out for us.
Yeah. Like, it's not gonna be as good as we think it is, even though we are capable.
Yeah, but, like, it's so dumb not working on something and then failing instead of, like, working on something and then failing. Because you can learn from, like...
And then you can say that at least you've tried.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, well... Yeah.
Well, maybe I could have done that better. Like, I don't know. It's just such a... It was, like, the beginning of 2018 was such a bad, like, stressful time for me. And, like, the thing is, like, I was, like, disassociating with the stress. Because, like, oh, no, it's going to turn out fine for me. It's going to be fun. That way, that's how I, like, rationalized procrastinating. Which is, obviously, not the best thing to do. You know what I mean? You should, don't...
Yeah.
We still have that problem.
Yeah.
And procrastination just isn't something that, like, goes away in, like, an hour, you know what I mean? I didn't get into the school I wanted to go to. Let's put that out there. But I think it really worked out for me because the networking here is really nice and everybody here is really nice. Also, the horn studio isn't as big as, like, the school I wanted to go to. And in a way, that's a blessing because I get more time with the teachers and the instructors there instead of them having to portion out their time, like, little by little, which is nice. Also, everyone's really nice at my school. Like, the studio is just so welcoming, and there's not, like, obviously there's, like, a notion of competition, but it's not, like, cutthroat and, like, it's backstabby, you know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest blessing for me because I would not work well in that kind of an environment because I'm such a... I have, like, a really bad inferiority complex. And seeing people getting into schools that I wanted to go to, like, it does bring up old insecurities of, oh, wow, like, maybe if I tried harder, like, why didn't I try harder? But, like, what can you do at this point? First semester? Oh, yeah, I have to talk about first. We had very similar experiences for first semester. It was, let me tell you guys, it was not.
College is hard.
It's not even the work that's hard, it's just like...
The colleging is hard.
Oh, colleging is, yeah, colleging is... It's everything I expected. So, in that way, like, I let my guard down, like, oh, like, this is exactly what I thought it would be like. And I didn't keep myself, like, I didn't keep on top of myself. I met a lot of good people. Like, we both met a lot of really good people.
Important.
It's just that we were just ourselves. We needed to work on ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest part. Like she said, accountability is such a big thing. Like, especially when you're in a rut, like, you're the only person that can get yourself out of it, no matter how many people try to help you. And that's the hardest part. It's always the hardest part. No matter, like, you don't want to do it, but you gotta do it. That's the only way. And sometimes pushing through is that, I did not want to push through because I was so used to having lax teachers and stuff. I mean, like, teachers are understanding when you talk to them. But I did not want to talk to teachers.
You have to talk to them, but it's hard.
Because you don't want to admit that you're failing.
And then, like, you don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah! Like,
yourself.
I literally emailed one of my professors, like, hey, I haven't been showing up to class because, like, I'm too guilty to, like, even look you in the face. She's like,
so real.
Listen, like, you can talk to me about anything. Like, don't even worry about it. Just come talk to me. And I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? So it's a lot of stuff like that. Like, it's fixable. Anything's fixable. I think 2018 is wrapping up really nicely for me. I don't know about you, but things are finally looking up. Like, after, like, handling the stressful situations, like, I should have, like, way earlier and it's like it's easing up and like making a clearer path into 2019, which is crazy to think. Like we're closer to 2030 than we were to 2000,
Yeah.
which is what? Huh? Huh?
Which is
Can you believe
wild.
that?
Just knowing how rough first semester has put me in a better place for knowing what to expect and where I want to be in 2019. I think I've really learned a lot and been humbled, definitely. It's a huge part. So
Finish our
I
Facebook.
figure there's only up from here.
Honestly, you're right. There's only up from here.
Like, I'm glad that it happened now, you know? Like,
Rather than like senior year.
yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't happen in senior year, but I'm glad that early on I got to learn, like, oh shoot, I gotta get my act together.
Like, get it out of the way.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I feel like I would have coasted through like I did high school of, like, just BSing everything and thinking that, oh, even if I don't try, it'll be fine because it'll work out in the end. But now I realize I'm the one who makes it work out in the end. So if I don't put in the action and the effort, then I'm gonna get myself stuck in this rut again.
What do you want to work on the most for 2019?
I want to say just keeping myself accountable.
Yeah.
So keeping myself accountable, whether it's something as small as, oh, make sure you go to lecture and like stuff like that, or just bigger goals that I might want to achieve. I think I really want to make sure that I actually follow through.
Yes. Yes!
Yes.
I want 2019 to be kind to me, but I want myself to be hard on myself. Like, get your shit together, hard on yourself. Yeah. But 2019, you can be kind. You know what I mean? You don't have to like throw some stressful things at me. That won't be. That will. Please don't. Please. We're already struggling. Let us get back on our feet. You know what I mean?
Give us a second to breathe.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to talk about like relationships. Like not like romantic I mean, I guess we can, but like friendships and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how like you really understand what a real connection is after you get to college, and your friendships go through the test of like distance and being busy and like just time in general, because time is so important in college. That we were also talking about this, like it's just so important,
especially when you have a million things going on in a week. It's so hard to keep track of everything. Like, it's hard to take care of yourself, much less think about, oh, how is so-and-so doing? And I think that when you think about it, ultimately, relationships are investments. And in the same way that you might invest in yourself with, like, self-care and whatever, your friends are also the ones that you choose to spend time with.
If they're not worth, like, if you don't find yourself having a meaningful connection with them, or like you do have a connection, but it's just like not something that you feel like your time is being used efficiently, not efficient. That's such a cold-hearted word. No,
but like it's hard to express without putting it in terms of a sense of, well, if I put this into it, then this is what I get out of it. And not in such like a selfish way, but I think it benefits both people, because that is what a relationship is. It's between two people. You can't just have one person being like on one side of the spectrum and the other person thinking, oh, well, maybe this isn't the relationship that I want to be in with this person right now. And I think that
both sides have to try.
Yeah, definitely.
When you get into college, you just meet so many people, and you're like, oh wow, everybody's so cool, and you want to make time for everybody, but you have to realize you have to ration out your time, because your time to yourself is so valuable too.
And
honestly.
It's very much limited.
Yeah. So, this is us spending our time wisely. I mean, it's good to talk about this.
This is true. Talking through, rambling, hoping I make sense.
Yeah. You know what? This is the most coherent I've been in a very long time.
I don't think I'm being very coherent. I'm like very ineloquently rambling, but that's how I always do.
Listen, it's fine. We're fine. This is fine. This is fine. So any fun projects you want to do for 2019? Like something specific?
It's like hard to think about what specific projects I want to work on necessarily. But I think that essentially I want to first get myself back to a place where even just the everyday stuff is where I'm on top of everything. Like, I don't want to take on anything more than what I have to, at least until I get back on track. So I think for now, my goals are very much gonna be get back on track academically while maintaining everything else that I am doing right now. And then once I'm at a stage where I can say that I'm handling all of that really well, then I'll say, okay, well, what else can I do? And what else do I have the luxury of time and emotional investment and whatnot to do that for? But definitely I'll be spending a lot of time probably musicking. Yeah. And yeah. What about you?
Listen, I'm just trying to get through December.
This is so real.
I really do hope to, like, horn is, obviously it's my major, so hopefully I improve on it, you know what I mean? But I'm already seeing improvement just with one semester here. Like, no matter how hard the semester was and how stressful it was, I am seeing improvements.
Yeah, for sure.
And, like, even just, like, playing through old pieces or old rep that I've had, like, I'm like, oh, like, something's clicking here. And I am, like, discouraged sometimes, because I'm the kind of person where, like, yeah, like, failure is such a... We sometimes don't want to start because...
Of the fear of failing, even if we do try.
Yeah, and expecting to be somewhere that somebody else is, even when we're just starting and they've already been in the game for so long.
Because it feels like we're so behind and we need to catch up. We eventually came to a conclusion that if we never start, we're never going to get anywhere. So if we let comparing ourselves to other people hold us back, then we're never going to get to that level or even have a chance to.
Yes. One thing I for sure want to work on is definitely this YouTube channel. Because, like, the first part of a YouTube channel, I think I just need to start it, you know what I mean? Like, I have visions for this channel that, like, I want it to be implemented right away, but it's just not possible because I'm still learning, I'm still growing as a YouTuber. Like, it's hard, and also, like, with the failing thing, or, like, not being able to start because, like, I expect to be somewhere right away is hard. So I think I just really want to work on you guys. For you guys. Right there. Right there. Right here. Right here. Right here. That's one vision I want to look forward to.
It's crazy. There is 1 week left of 2018.
Listen,
It ain't even a full week. This is insanity.
It's a time. Okay, let's move on to some novelty things about 2018. What was your favorite movie that you watched?
Okay, so I'm into very cliche romance movies. So I'm gonna have to say probably like the new like Netflix stuff, you know, like
To all the boys I loved before.
oh man. Yes, but also I really liked Sierra Burgess is a Loser.
Really?
Yeah.
I started watching it and I was like, this isn't for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like it was more realistic, you know? Like someone who's not like a super gorgeous supermodel, which is more relatable.
But you are super gorgeous.
Funny. I also really like Set It Up.
I don't know that one.
I really liked a deeper message of it where one of the assistants has been, so basically her boss is this like sports writer person, and the assistant's dream is to eventually become like that, and like she's so busy doing all this assistant work, whether it be like scheduling meetings or whatever, that she doesn't actually ever write. And it's the same problem that we were talking about, but essentially she isn't writing because she's afraid that it's gonna be bad. But her roommate later is like, dude, just like write something. Obviously your first draft is gonna be bad, but it doesn't matter, you're gonna have written something. And I think that's something to really implement in my own life, whether it be bad or good. I think completing a project is still an achievement in and of itself. And I think I'm so desperate to always start something without following through. And I think that's one thing I really want to work on, just actually finishing things, even if the quality's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that was one thing that also held me back in terms of, like, assignments, too. Because I was so afraid of turning in subpar work. And I realized, like, I might as well turn in something because it is better than dawdling and never turning in anything, you know?
Mm-hmm. What are you most proud of in 2018?
Being able to reflect and grow. And to realize that I have so much room to grow. Because instead of taking this first semester as like a huge discouragement and failure, I think that I've actually, like, it's really been a blessing in disguise. Because now that I know what it's like to sort of hit rock bottom, I think that I've really grown and been shaped through that. So I'm proud of, I guess, the experiences that I've had. And the fact that I'm not afraid to admit that it's been hard. I think that I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to take a step back from everything and understand and reflect that this is where I am. So yeah. I guess in a sense I'm proud of being self-aware. What are you proud of?
I think just going on with life, honestly.
That's very real.
I had a lot of, like, weird experiences with people this year. Or just, like, weird experiences in general. And I think really learning what I want and what I appreciate in a person. That's, I think, one big accomplishment I made this year. Look down. It's okay. Things fall all the time. Too real, Sharon. Too soon. Too soon. Wow, you are the sparkling goddess.
I don't know what I look like.
she wore glasses today, so she's just like, what? What kind of lip color do you want to put on you? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna spray you.
Okay.
It's a lot. I'm sorry.
It cold.
It cold.
It cold. It wet.
And there we go. You want to put on your glasses?
Yeah, sure. Don't know what I look like. Oh. Ah. I'm so sparkly.
Yes, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, so hopefully 2018 has been good for everybody. Looking forward to great things in 2019. We're just trying to live our lives, man.
Live our best lives.
We're trying. We're trying our best.
Keyword
here.
trying.
Trying. Okay, maybe we'll go out to a fancy date at Starbucks. Right. This is a Starbucks worthy look right here.
Yeah.
Just casual run. You know, when your camera doesn't work, just yell at it. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ding. I am so done with today. I'm ready to
to
drink coffee.
yeet into 2019.
Honestly, we're fine.
This is fine.
Have fun. Drink safely. Pray for me because I'm gonna be in New York City on New Year's Eve. Oh my god, that's gonna be a freaking nightmare! But
Life of a musician.
at least I have a gig. But I'm not getting paid, so it's fine. Everything's fine!
Networking!
Bye. Build me kiss.
Oh, am I supposed to?
Come say hi. Come say hi.
Huh?
Come say hi.
Come say hi.
Okay.
Just come in.
Hi, my name's Eugene.
It's actually George.
Add me on Instagram at 0Eugene.
No, shameless plug.
The end.